Yo, what is up guys? This is Ether Beam back with another video, and we are now starting on the Doki Literature Club. I would not recommend anyone watching this if you're under age of 13 and if you're easily disturbed. So yeah, let's get right on into the video. Let's go ahead and create a new game. Enter name. What should our name be? Name. You know what? Just because it's delicious. Steak. Yes, I am steak. Steak loves steak. Hey! What the hell you want? I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for such a long time. Yeah. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. And I would get tired of waking up. Okay. But she's going to chase after me like this. I almost feel better off running away. Dang, bro, dang. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Well, I overslept again. Yeah, you did. Your eyes look a little crossed out, my guy, girl, whatever. But I caught you this time. Well, maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. And you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. Oh, Steak was thinking about ignoring you. Steak was gonna ignore you for the rest of his life. That's mean, Steak. Yeah, Steak knows it's mean, but Steak does not care because Steak is Steak. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to the school. As we draw near, the streets become more increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Steak, have you decided on a club to join in yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any club. I haven't been looking any. But Steak, that isn't true, Sayori. Yeah, I'm not saying this to you, but Steak said this to himself. Steak be looking for a steak club to join, cause Steak love to be eating steak. Steak loves steak. Steak will eat steak. Steak, delicious steak. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she says going on about. Sure, he likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Yeah, Steak like anime. Steak love animes. Huh? I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Oh, but get this, Sayori. Steak be socializing with you right now. And when he's alone in his room at night, he'll have a plate of steak and he'll be talking to the steak. Steak talk to steak, steak talk to you, stay alone at school though, until you come along and start up a conversation. Your happiness is really important for me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years. Because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. Steak will join club to make Sayori happy. But only this one. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Oh, I don't know, Stick. Maybe because she's your childhood friend and she seems to be the only figure in life that you can possibly care about. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. Well, guess what, Steak, you do? I guess seeing her worry so much makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school is an ordinary day as ever. It's over before I knew it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. She really wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Yeah. Hello? Hello? Anyone here? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while we were spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one in the classroom. Yeah, Steak be daydreaming. Steak loves daydreaming about more steak. Steak loves daydreaming about steak. But Sayori, please, being so rude to interrupt my fantastic daydream about steak. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Yes, Steak is trying to be worse than you. But how does that make you impressed though? Like, shouldn't you be worried? I don't know. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come join my club. Sayori? Yeah? There is no way I'm going to join your club. And me neither. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Okay. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. Okay. By the way, guys, since I can't necessarily edit anything because this isn't technically a game I can really edit parts out, because yeah, so I would probably make a videos about from 20 minutes long to 30 minutes long until I'm done with the game. That sound good? Alright, back. I said my interest in literature is guaranteed to even be less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep! I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. Both. I say both. She has that body language and the words, and she just it gives off to be an airhead and to be such a cunning person. That's what everything about her gives off to me. Yeah. Steak let out a long sigh. Fine, Steak stopped by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. This is gonna be great. And thus today marks the day the day Steak sold my soul for a cupcake. Steak. What the heck was that noise? Whatever. Steak dejectedly follows Sayori across the school and up the stairs, a section of the school Steak rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. Steak told you don't call me a new member. Steak glanced around the classroom. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Steak, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All the words escaped Steak in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girl. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. Steak love to meet new people. If they're girls, if they're incredibly cute girls, says the game. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Steak. Monica smiles sweetly. No. No. That Monica pose, that shows off she is hiding something. No one can be that sweet. No one can. She is hiding something, and Detective Steak will find out what she is hiding. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, and athletic. Yeah, Steak admire you, Monica. Be very happy because you have been admired by the great Lord Steak. Basically, completely out of my league. Yeah, sadly, Monica be out of Steak's lead. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little. You too, Monica. Come on, sit down, Steak. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. And how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As I already mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica, one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walks over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling a little awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh! Natsuki looked off the... But, why would you make such an excited noise if you haven't even seen the cupcakes yet? Did the game developers make this for Sayori to make it look like she's more an airhead, or did they accidentally mess up during the programming of the game? The whiskers are drawn with ice and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. Yeah, Steak likes cute cupcakes. Steak loves cute cupcakes. That's why Steak sold his soul to this little trick club for a cute cupcake. That's the only reason. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Suri grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Suri takes her mouthful and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around and looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but to notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bit down. The icing is sweet, full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess, but Steak never really read that much. Steak only enjoy reading manga, like manga for Naruto, manga for Fairy Tail, manga for Tokyo Ghoul, and other such animes like that. Easy. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not true. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you, I believe you. There's a lot of you know in this. A lot of you know. Well, tea and reading might not be a first time for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Steak love tea when he's eating more steak. Steak enjoy tea when eating steak. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiled to herself in relief. Monica raised his eyebrow and then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make you feel right at home, okay? That right at home part doesn't fit too well with me. Not at all. As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Haha. Well, you know. There's another you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for the event. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if encouraging others to get into literature, I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Okay. Not many people are very interested in putting it all into the effort to start something brand new. Especially when something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. Literature don't really grab Stick's attention that much, but my good friend and neighbor and childhood friend, Sayori, dragged me from multiple classrooms throughout the entire school right into this classroom just because I didn't join any club last year or this year. Yeah. You have to work hard to convince people that you're fun and both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate, okay? Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they're also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Steak, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wanted to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Lily? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her cup with her finger. My favorite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. and telling a good story and yeah, a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed to be so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something I can't relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Wow. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't put it down. Really. Psycho horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. By the way, guys, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing some of these words. It's just because, well, I never really seen these words a lot. Alright, back into it. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind at the club meeting, last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give it that back! Fine. Someone is very, how should I say it? She doesn't like sharing her poems that much. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything about you is as cute as you are. She always sidles up behind Natsuki's and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No? Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches to your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe. Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable. Blah, whatever. Enough to share hurts. I guess it's the same for you. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. That's right, pay attention to me. I'm your president. Pay attention to me. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Um, yeah, let's do that. Those two are completely silent about it, and Sayori here is the only one that actually shows any enthusiasm about it, besides Monica. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Steak? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Huh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. They all look so sad. I mean, especially Sayori's little face, but you can't see it because we're my webcam. Well, we're the whatever. I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought, Steak, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? What if writing poems is a price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right, okay, I've decided then. I'll join the gosh darn literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Zoe wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. Scare you? If you really just came for the cupcake, I would be super pissed. Yeah, Steak would be super pissed at himself if he just come for the cupcake and nothing else. And that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Holy, what the heck? That was okay. That was way unexpected. Don't know what just happened. Okay, everyone. I think that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Yes, I think we can as well. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so that we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Steak, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah, okay. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel their anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Steak, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. So might as well. Yay, happiness. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Honestly, if I was Steak in this situation, I would tend to impress Natsuki more. Like honestly, that's someone I would definitely like. Natsuki, definitely, no doubt. And of course Monica. And I really be happy spending every day of after school in literature club. Of course Steak will. Steak has 4 beautiful girls. Keep that on his mind and he will always be happy to write for them. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just needed to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright, time to write a poem. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem. Honestly, Natsuki is the one it will be my most favorite, so let's see. I'm special, cute, lucky, daydream, playground, fantasy, sparkle, pink, beauty, I love like rainbow, dazzle, and destiny, smile, sunset, skirt, joy, milk, sweet, clumsy, and to wrap it up, lazy. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of Doki Doki Literature. Like I said, I will be recording about 30 minutes to 20 minutes to 30 minutes every day if I'm able to, till I complete the game. I didn't record yesterday because I wasn't feeling well, and I feel better today, so I went ahead and recorded it first thing this morning. So yeah, that's why I seem and sound a little tired, if y'all was able to tell. So yeah, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of Doki Doki Literature Club, and well, I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye.